What would you say is the biggest lessons you learned from people doing the 30 miles, these past 30 miles? Like, what are the lessons that people, you know, going in, they see YouTube and they think this, but what do you notice when they actually get here? Like, what are the differences
Almost from the beginning, I see two different groups. One of the groups that I see that really frightens me are the group that goes, Miss Janet, you know, I'm in the top 5% on lighterpack.com. And I'm like, that's great if it was June. The problem with someone who is a brand new hiker to long distance hiking, which most people coming to the Appalachian Trail, this is their first long distance hike. And if they're brand new to the sport and to the activity of backpacking at all, and they have a beautiful 10-pound pack of the most expensive, beautiful, lightweight equipment and no experience to go along with it, then they're sitting back here at Gooch Gap on a cold, windy, rainy day, and they're suffering, and they think they can't do it because the expectations that they brought with them weighed more than 10 pounds. The expectations that they brought was that they were going to do what someone else had done that they had seen on a video, or maybe a group of people. Maybe they followed 8 or 10 people, but they may have gravitated towards people that were uber duper fit and doing big miles and having a beautiful hike and everything is happy and hunky-dory. And I'm like, wait a minute, they don't video on rainy days.
Yeah.
When they're having a really, really pissy mood, very few people are brave enough to turn that camera around and put it in their face and go, I just pissed my pants. And I only have one pair of pants because if you're a lightweight hiker, you're only supposed to have one pair of pants. So now I'm screwed because I pissed my one pair of pants. Moderation and experience. If I could find a way to get every single person coming out onto the trail to understand that everything that you have got only works as good as your experience with using that piece of equipment. Set your tent up 1 million times. Take your pack and unpack it and repack it. Take your gear for a walk. I don't care if it's a mile. Go outside, sit in your backyard. Don't go back in the house. Learn what a 6-inch cat hole really is. 6 inches is a lot deeper than you think it is. Dig a 6-inch hole, and then you understand why you need an actual implement to dig a 6-inch hole, because your foot will not do so. Practice, do pack shakedowns, learn if you can sleep with what you're carrying. You know, if you've decided, well, you know, I'm only going to carry this little 1/3 of a mat, it's only going to go under my butt, you know, so, you know, because I'm a lightweight hiker, I'm cutting 6 more inches off of this thing, and I weighed it, it weighs 2 ounces. So is that going to work for you?
It's not comfortable.
Because it sounds great. It sounds great, it looks good on paper, but is it going to look good back here? Probably not. And it goes the other way too. I would love that there would be more people that when they went looking for information about long distance hiking would find those people that do 5, 6, 8 miles a day and own it and are happy with it. They may only have 100 hits on their video because maybe they're not blonde and cute, and maybe they don't have the best gear in the world, and maybe they don't video that well, and maybe they're not vlogging themselves. But if someone could tell their story that yes, they did 6 miles a day, they did 8 miles a day, they did 10 miles a day, and they did a 6-month through hike, but they never did a 20-mile day because you don't have to. Do the math, because there is a problem with math in this country. You'll have people standing in the same place. Say Hot Springs. We're bellied up to a bar, everybody's having a drink, and I'll hear a hiker saying to a local, yeah, we do 20 miles, 25 miles a day, whatever it takes. I'm like, oh, interesting. Turn around and poke the guy beside me. What kind of miles you doing? 12, 14, did 16. I'm like, cool. Pull out the picture of all of us together in Franklin. So here we all are, all of us, in the same positions, in the same place, the same group of people, but you're doing 20s and you're doing 14. Then how are we all still ending up in exactly the same place every week?
Okay.
The big fish, little fish.
Big fish, little fish.
Yeah.
But also, I guess in this country today, you don't have to have the right answer. You just have to show the math. Unfortunately, our thru hiker math is sometimes erroneous, because if everyone was doing 20-mile days, everyone would be doing this trail in 90 days. And there's a very small minority of people that come close to doing a 100-day thru hike. So a lot of it's what people think they should be able to do based on what they've seen other people do.
Yeah.
Not what they know that they can do, but what they've seen other people do, and they think that they should be able to emulate their hike and accomplish the same thing. And it doesn't work that way. And a lot of people in the last week back in the back 30 have figured that out.
Yeah.
For sure. And unfortunately, I think it's kind of a shame that we've taken something that was supposed to be something that we did to slow ourselves down, to disengage from the realities of the industrialized world and from our jobs and from, all the stressors of life, that instead of coming out here and doing a thru hike that is a thorough hike of the Appalachian Mountains, where we listen to music and we eat the food and we spend time getting to know the people along the way, that we come out here with a mindset of it being only a competition with ourselves and others. And then that's all we do. And some of those people really miss the point. I don't know that they actually enjoy their hike as much as they enjoy the notoriety of an accomplishment, because very few people do a 90-day hike that don't make sure everyone knows. If they do it, they make sure everybody knows.
Yeah.
Most people that do a 7-month hike don't bother to get online and go, yeah, guys, I'm on month 7. And honestly, those are the people that are out here having a really, really good time and enjoying and thoroughly hiking the AT, not just through hiking it. That's a lot. Okay, if you look at it, a lot of those shoes are right. Sit on the cooler. You can sit there. Somebody can get up to the front. It's just the 3 of you, right?
Yeah.
Sorry about the trash. There's a shortage of places to throw trash away.
We're good.
Bye-bye.